My name is Ryan and I am the King of Booty Fab, and today is this video is going to be part 2 of the 59 Apache build. Now, this was all filmed at the same time as the other video, but I'm trying to get in the habit of posting a video every week, and this one needed to be posted today for you guys because I've had a lot going on. I've been working on my own, let's say, condo unit for down at the shop. That's where I am right now. Yeah, it's so busy at home. Trying to make room in the shop, get my trucks back together, get my condo on wheels moving, and I just haven't had a chance to do anything. So today you're getting this video. Next week we got some other stuff. There's so much going on. Trying to stay a video a week. I'm committing to that right now, or I have committed. I should be committed. Yeah. So this video is a lot of sped up stuff. Honestly, all of this mechanical assembly, painting, you guys don't want to watch this in real time. Nobody wants to watch 3 days worth of paint and mechanical work. So I sped it all up. I realized the video is kind of short. It'll be great for everybody with short attention spans. But at least it gets a video up here and shows you where we're at with the Apache project. Yeah, as always, if you enjoy the video, give it a like. If you enjoy my channel, give it a follow, hit the alarm bell, do all that stuff. Drop me a comment down below if you got any questions. I mean, obviously, this is all sped up pretty quick. I realized as I was putting it together that I thought this video was going to drag way on. But by the time I sped it up and trimmed out a bunch of stuff, it's actually a reasonably short video. So, yeah. Let's dive straight back in from where we were last week. And if you haven't seen that, then go to my channel, click my videos, check out the Apache build, check out the international build, check out the end of the Fargo Power Wagon, Cummins. Go check out the other videos. Go take a look. See what I got going on. And yeah, tune in. There's some super cool stuff coming up. So bushing kits for this are unavailable locally for now. Plus they're like $500, and the reality is like the upper bushings are the exact same size as, say, a Chevy rear leaf spring bushing. So before the Chinese brought in these universal kits, we just used to buy these 32108 or 32106G. There we go. I've probably bought hundreds of these over the years because every bushing fits inside an 1.25" ID tube. They're 2.5" wide bushings and 3" flange to flange with a 9/16 bolt. So they're pretty universal. We use them for engine mounts, trans mounts, links, all kinds of stuff. In this case, all of these bushings just fit. The upper and lower control arms that are in this truck, now whether that's factory or not, who knows, but they fit these bushings. The problem was they're not the right width. So, saw the video, I cut down the uppers, I cut down some sleeves. One lower is the exact right width, the other lower is a 3.5" mount width, so we need a piece of bushing in between two full halves. But then we didn't have tubes long enough, and the lowers are a 5/8 bolt instead of a 9/16. So I whipped up to the spring shop when I woke up. Was waiting there for them when they opened, grabbed some tubes. They're just mild steel, so welded them together. The thing is, there's no load on this joint. There's a bolt through the middle. It's literally there to clamp and allow clamping force and not collapse. This will work just fine instead of trying to hunt down thin wall DOM this morning. So I'm just going to put all these together, and that way I can hang control arms. As soon as I can hang control arms, I can put the spindle on. I can pack some bearings, put the hubs on, install the fancy new brakes that we ordered for it, because we ordered some coated, slotted and cross-drilled rotors. Yeah. And since the back's in, everything cycles, but we're back to, this whole back of the frame is just twisting again, and it's making everything sit not quite right. But what we're going to end up doing is just making sure that when the box goes on, it's going to be strong enough to help hold this straight. It's not like this thing's going to be driven without a box, and that's just what we're going to have to do. Everything's pretty solid up to about here, and then somewhere back here, it takes on a whole lot of twist. And it makes it look like the axle is not centered in the car when it really is. Diagonally, it's good. Measuring crosswise, it's just, with all this twist, it's kind of twisting off to the side. So, yeah, Dustin's putting seals in the rear axle because they were gross and probably leaking. We've got all brand new brakes there. Yeah, just a work party today, getting this thing ready to go on its wheels and dropping in the motor this afternoon. Okay, let's go over what's going on here. So, obviously, we got the back end in. Dustin got the rear brakes on. I gave him a hand with the e-brake stuff, but we got these nice black slotted and cross-drilled rotors. They're cool. We got matching ones for the front. Brand new calipers. They're shiny. They look good. Dropping this motor in. I actually drew up these motor mounts in CAD. I had a file for a small block Chevy engine block sitting on the computer. So I drew it up and took all the angles and everything, which meant that I had all my flats. And since I had these on the frame, I just whipped them up. They're a little bit tight. I'll redraw them later so that they're taller. We'll probably end up just swapping in a set of clamshells. I realized that it didn't have clamshells. It had the old style mounts. I've never saved them before because every motor I've ever gotten had clamshells on it. We're going to need a new fuel pump because that one's clockable, but inlets there, outlets there. There's nowhere we can clock this pump where it's going to clear, so we're going to have to either go to an electric pump and a regulator or get a pump we can pick the inlet and outlet spots. There's a bunch of different options for these Chevys. You can get them with a return, without a return. All depends on what year you buy it for. But we got to do the pump. Lots of clearance on the engine. Obviously, this is all kind of stock. We're struggling a little bit because the original holes for this cross member was there and there. And I had a gut feeling it wasn't going to be right because this would have come with a 700 R4 or the 3550 manual that was in it. Turbo 350 has no overdrive, so it had to come forward. But right now, we got that bolt in. That bolt will almost go, well, that bolt will go in if we can pull it back a little bit, but we've maxed out the slot. So we got to lengthen that slot, punch a brand new hole here, and there's a hole there that actually lines up. I marked all of the holes in the frame when I did the plates on the bottom. So we have a pilot for that one we can punch up, and then we'll just have to drill a hole there. And then that'll be good. A few odds and ends. But when we picked it up too, let's see, General Motors in USA. So there we go. There's all the crate motor stuff. That's cool. But, we're getting ready to go. So I'm going to put the hub and rotor assemblies on. I got to grease the bearings, put the seals in, drop that on, put on the calipers. Amazon just showed up with our wheel adapters so we can put 5-on-5 wheels on the back. So basically, as soon as this is together, this is ready for wheels, and we're done for now. Okay, so these brakes look awesome. The downside is we got Silverado calipers. We have aftermarket Silverado rotors. And this bolt, this whole caliper needs to go in another 3/16 here for that bolt to get in. And you can see we do not have 3/16. So that's where that stops today. Okay, there we go. That is a ridiculously long week because this is video 2. Feels like a really long week. It was long days and a whole lot of heat, but this is actually a mountain of work. Wow. So we're both packing up to get out of here, and I'm going to be back in a week. So we're done on this for today. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, like it, you enjoy what I'm doing, follow the channel, help me build it. You got any questions, comments, concerns, just want to say hi, drop a comment down below, do the whole YouTube thing. Helps the algorithms, it helps me out, helps me do this stuff. Because I have fun shooting the videos, but there's definite benefits to views, the digital world. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to be back here in a week. We're going to be back on this. We're going to be back on the International Wrecker soon. It's off for sandblast and paint, so once it comes back, there's going to be work on that. I'm working on some stuff at home. I have a car here. It'll be coming up right away. I got a lot of cool stuff going on. And once we're done the International, the guy that owns it's got a couple more that are coming up. We've got some off-road projects coming up. This is going to get good. This is going to be a great year. Thank you to everyone that stuck around to the end. I know that the mechanical stuff, it gets really tedious. It's monotonous. It's boring. It's dirty. But hey, this is a huge part of doing this. And now that this is done, we get to get into the fabrication, finish the exhaust, get the cab mounted, get all the metal mounted, shorten the bed. It's coming. So see you on the next one.